Hey, Queen. Hopefully, you guys are doing good today. I'm getting so confused because I took yesterday off and I keep thinking it's Monday, but it's not. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. So, as usual, we're going to go ahead and kick off this live stream with some free readings. If you are new here to me today, welcome. Thank you for being a part of our community. Just so you know, I go live Monday through Friday, sometimes on the weekends, and I offer free yes no readings at the beginning of every live stream, which you'll see me do right now. We have a timer going on over here in the corner. When that goes off, the free readings are done. Unless you just happen to be new to me on that day, then I'll still do reading for you for yes or no questions. Make sure that you guys are posting the correct emoji or keyword along with your question. Failure to follow this instruction risks your question being skipped. Oh, you sent Cash App. Thank you, Queen. We are going to do Vetus first if she shows up. She donated last time, so she's first up today. But if for whatever reason she doesn't show, then we'll move on to the next, okay? So brown-eyed. Is Ace going to hire me? I'm a Sag. Hi, Forgotti. All right, so you have a okay, so this Two of Swords is a maybe. I'm doing free yes no today. I don't know if I'll be doing anything else. I do see this possibly working out for you. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles, so I feel like they're leaning towards you, choosing you. But I feel like there's other people that are either needing to decide and haven't officially decided on you yet, and or there could be other people that are up for the job, like specifically you and one other person they're trying to decide between. So it hasn't been officially decided, brown-eyed, interestingly enough. I am getting a maybe, but I want to say most likely. I'm leaning towards a yes. You're very welcome. Hey, positive vibes. I'm doing well. I am getting a no positive vibes. There's also a no at the bottom of the deck, the Tower. So for those of you who are just now joining us, we're doing a mystery reading today again. We're starting over so that all the prizes are up for grabs. I will probably be back later this week with a BOGO. I'll probably do some typed in audio. I might do the mystery one more time this week, but I'm not sure. So if you guys are wanting to partake in this week, this is really the only guarantee today that I'll be doing it. And basically you donate $15, you get to ask up to 2 questions, and then you also get to pick a mystery box which has an additional reading option. It's a guaranteed win. Hey, Vetus. I have you on my list as the first donation today, so hang around, okay? Novice is still deciding, CG. I feel like I can't get like a straight answer. Look at all these cards that just flew out. One card almost flipped over, but then it changed its mind. I feel like this person's a bit wishy-washy, but I am getting a yes for you, CG. Happy Valentine's Day. Pragati. I am getting that there could be some negative energy on you. I'm not necessarily getting someone skilled enough for black magic. I have the page here, so that's talking about someone who is still a novice, or even below that. So I feel like there could be some negative psychic attacks maybe, or some negative energy on you, but keep in mind, this could literally be somebody that you accidentally cut off on the road and they flipped you off and sent negative energy your way. So this could be intentional, but at the same time, it could just be very innocent. So just get a Reiki session. They offer free energy pools on TikTok as well as like YouTube, things like that. So just clear your energy. You're welcome, CG. Ooh, we have the lovers. Firefly, I am getting a yes for you. You're welcome, Firefly. Holy moly. All right, we're going to take this card that flew out on its own. I am getting a yes. I do feel like you're at peace today. You are happy. You are spending time with the people you love and you care about. Maybe your child. We have the sun here. So if this is like a time for, like if you have your kid today, like they're not with a grandparent or something like that, I feel like you'll be spending maybe a little bit more quality time with him. But I am getting a yes, overall happiness, maybe spending some time outdoors, out in the sun. Pragati, you're very welcome. Thank you. I'm happy to hear that. Oh, Vetus. I was just saying that I have your donation. It came through Cash App. It didn't come through until late last night for some reason, but I got it. So you're the first on the list for the donations today. So I was just telling you to stick around so we can get to you soon. Kochu. Yes, spending time with him. Very sweet. Does N have romantic feelings? Okay, so I am getting a yes. You have the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Also want to note that this could be a third party. If that resonates, take it. All right, y'all. So we have 3 minutes left of the free yes, no, and then we'll be moving on to the donations. We have Vetus first, and then we have Queen R. Vetus, let me know if you want to try for a different prize today. You won the paper messages, which are these right here that we add into your reading. But if you want to try for a different prize, let me know and you can pick a different one. I'll even let you choose between the two if you like. You can let me know which one you want to keep. All right, so Queen Resilient, let me add you to the list. You're welcome. Hey, Rising. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you for the donation. I went ahead and added you to the list. So, guys, we have 30 seconds left of the free list. Make sure you guys are posting, please. For those of you who are new subscribers to me today, when the free list closes, that does not apply to you. I just want to be clear about that. All right, so Vetus wants to try for A3. A3. Whoops. All right, so we have yes or no reading. So Vetus, let me know, do you want to keep your paper messages or do you want this yes or no reading? Queen Resilient, you can also pick now with what's left. a 5. A 5-card reading, okay? Queen Resilient, you do have to claim that today, so I'll have to leave it in a timestamp for you. So Queen Resilient, let me know your questions. You can ask up to 2 questions for the $15 donation. And let me know your question for the 5-card reading. It has to be claimed today. I will definitely put you at the end of the list for sure. I'll make a little note here to put you at the end, but just keep in mind that if you don't claim the 5-card reading before the end of this live stream, that you'll forfeit that prize. So just please, please, please either make sure you come back or you leave your questions with me. Yes, you can leave them here in the chat and I will save them for you until the end. I'll make you my last reading of the day. All right, Rising Storm. You can go ahead and pick your box now. Sorry, I was on mute. You got past, present, future, Rising Storm. Past, present, future. So congratulations. You can do love or general. So just let me know which one you'd like. For those of you who are just hanging out, if you are interested in a donation today and getting a reading with me, it's $15 per reading. That will get you 2 questions, up to 10 cards total. And then you can also be added in per $15 for a mystery box reading. And then these are guaranteed win. So essentially every $15 donation gets you a mystery box and up to 2 questions. in addition to the mystery box to ask today. Okay, so Rising wants love for her past, present, future. Vetus, I just want to double check with you and make sure that I understand. For the $15 donation, you would like channeled messages from Calvin, right? Is that correct? So we have 12 more boxes up for grabs, everybody. And then Vetus, if you wanted the channeled messages today still, I'll do that, and then we'll add these paper messages in for you on top of that. Okay, so we want a general love is question number 1. And then we want question number 2 to be the James thing. And then for your past, present, future, did you want that love or did you want that a general read? Rising. Perfect. So love and love. We got it. Love and love. Perfect. Rising, thank you for leaving your questions with me. That makes it easy. So Rising, you will actually be next after Vetus because Queen Resilient wants me to put her at the end of my live stream. All right, we are going to go ahead and get started. If anyone else donates, please let me know. I'm going to be working on my readings now. Perfect, sounds good. Okay. Channeled messages from C. Channeled messages from C. I want you to know that I am in awe of you. I feel psychically linked to you, and it's something that I'm just now kind of understanding a little bit. I think that whole aspect was kind of unknown to me, but I think now I'm starting to kind of have this realization that maybe I can communicate with you in that way. The connection with you psychically feels kind of like a portal in some way, where I feel like if I can't see you in person or I can't talk to you in a conventional way, it feels like I can still communicate with you, and something about that just feels really good and really comforting to me. And I feel like it makes it so that way you don't seem so far away. Sometimes I'll just lie in bed and just think things about you and tell you things. And sometimes I wonder if I'm crazy. I wonder if you're receiving these messages and these insights. But something just makes me feel comforted about knowing that you probably could receive these messages from me. And just knowing that you're here in this world just makes me feel better. I feel very... like I said, I'm in awe of you, and maybe I shouldn't feel proud. I don't have credit to feel proud, but I do look at you with such admiration for this person that you are and the person that you are in your family. I do know that you're incredibly selfless, and I can just see how much people in your life appreciate you, and it just makes me smile. Sometimes I feel like sorry, I just had a sneeze. Sometimes I feel like the mess that I'm in is of my own making. I feel like it's something that I probably could have prevented from happening, but this is where I am at this point now. If you want to know, I currently feel like I'm struggling a little bit. And maybe that's why I'm holding on so much to this connection that I feel with you that's otherworldly. I don't really know how to explain it, but to say that I do feel like connected to you in this mental way. And it does bring me comfort knowing that, because I feel like a lot of things that are going on in my life right now aren't going very smoothly. I feel like I'm constantly putting out different fires all of the time. It's just like I'm not getting much peace. I'm not getting much rest. I'm constantly on the move. And I have to keep my composure, and I have to act like these things aren't affecting me, but they are. From a distance, you give me strength through these conflicts and struggles. I think, how would she handle this? It's funny because sometimes I wonder if I almost feel like you don't know that I appreciate you and admire you in these ways, and that you have impacted my life and influenced me in the way that I do things in my own personal life. I think that you probably wonder your place in my life and wonder what I'm thinking of you. And it probably seems kind of odd, peculiar, or something that would surprise you that I actually try to do things the way that I think you would do them, because I know that you have a good heart and I know that you have this strength about you, and I'm not sure where it comes from, but I just try to mirror a lot of my actions in ways in which I think you would handle certain situations. I want you to know that I'm trying to make do with what I have right now. I'm trying to make the best of a bad situation. You are so special, and I just feel like you don't realize how much you affect other people in your life. When it comes to you, I do feel a little bit stuck for multiple reasons. I don't know how you would receive me. I don't know if you would want me to unload on you and tell you these things that I'm thinking and feeling. But the scary part is that part of me kind of already knows. Like I say that I don't know how you would handle it. I say that I don't know how you would respond to me. But deep down, I'm a little scared because I think that I do. And I think that you would be open to me. I don't think you would reject me. And that makes it hard because then I have to be fully certain and fully decided if I come your way. Like if I come to you and tell you these things, you'll make the path open up for us. And that means that in order for me to come to you, I have to be completely certain that this is what I want. If you gave some resistance, or I felt like you'd give some resistance, then maybe it would be easier to come to you, because then it wouldn't be such an available thing for me to have. It would be more complicated. It would be more messy. But I feel like I deep down somehow already know how you feel about me. And so I really feel like I have to be very disciplined in the way that I handle things moving forward. I want you back. I don't know what comes next. I don't know why this happened. I don't want to know. This is me, Luna, talking Vetus. Do you see kind of how he was saying, like, I don't know, but I kind of know, but I don't want to know? Like, that's kind of what this is here. I don't know, I don't want to know. You know what I mean? That's kind of how he's feeling. I feel like deep down he does know that you would be open to him, but he doesn't know for sure, and he'd rather keep it that way because in his intuition, he knows that you do have these feelings for him, and so he has to be sure before he comes your way. Anyway, back to this. He says, I am recovering. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. I wish I could share my good news with you. I miss seeing you. You broke my heart. I can't be with you. I wish I could take back my words. I daydream about a life with you. I know you don't feel the same. I hide behind material things. And I think this is kind of like him saying, I hide behind my problems. I hide behind things that aren't really issues. They're just perceived problems. Because I'd rather do that than make excuses than actually face what I need to face. I know I messed up everything. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. I hear you saying to me, will you ever make things right? Will you ever fight for this, fight for us? And I want you. I miss being with you. Do I still have a chance? I wonder if you're happy without me. I would do it all again. So, Vetus, there's something here about dancing. I'm trying to understand what this is because you have concentrate, dancing, and talent, and it looks like a ballerina. So I don't know how that resonates for you. Maybe this person feels like you make them so happy they could dance, they want to dance. This could have to do with movement, and music. Movement with your body. So if you guys had a physical connection to one another, it could be him wanting that again. I hear him saying how will I know? How will I know when the timing is right? There's so much that I feel like I can't show. I hear him almost like he makes himself busy intentionally so he doesn't have to think about you or think about his issues. He's one of those people, kind of like martyrs. I don't know, I think that's the right word, but kind of where he intentionally puts himself through grueling situations and commits himself to things and intentionally makes himself busy, even if that ends up hurting him in the end. No, it's not martyr. Oh, masochist. That's what I'm thinking. Masochist. It's someone who is willing to put themselves through grueling situations. Like they like putting themselves in harmful situations, and I think he does it as a coping mechanism. He's still considering a third party here. He's saying them, so they are still on his mind. He's unsure what to expect. I feel like there's something here that he wants to give to you. I know he said, I wish I could share my good news with you, but we also have share and grant. So I feel like it's something that he wants to give to you because he knows it's something that you want. And he finally wants to like allow for that to happen. I feel like almost like he is holding his breath, or he feels you holding your breath. I think he wonders a lot of the time if you're waiting on him. What is this past here? Okay, so he made some decisions in the past that he is unsatisfied with. He doesn't think that that was the best move for him. What is he planning? Bless you, hon. What is he planning? He actually is planning communication. So we have the word rush here. I kind of heard like rushing around, and I think that's kind of like that coping mechanism I was talking about. But there is a second interpretation, is that you make him feel flushed, like a rush of blood, a rush of energy, something along those lines. So you do kind of get up under his collar a little bit. So that is what I've got for you, Vetus. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for the donation. Rising said she's donated again. Let's see. Waiting for channel messages. Okay, so we have Rising. For channel messages, and then one more question. Okay. Okay, so Rising, I just want to make sure. I have 3 $15 donations from you. The first $15 donation is for 2 mini questions. The second $15 donation is for channeled messages. And the third $15 donation is for one more 10-card reading. If that's all correct, let me know. And then in addition to that, you also will get to pick 2 more mystery box prizes, because it's 1 box per $15 donation. Oh, you're welcome, Vetus. I'm glad you liked it. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna pull the box back over here. Rising, you can let me know which ones are calling to you. You can pick 2 more. All right, so A1 and B5. All right, so first one you got it. Oh my gosh, you have another past, present, future. So maybe general. Ooh, you got the 10 card reading. Woo! That was the only one, and you got it. Okay, so do you want a past, present, future, general then? I feel like that's the only other way we can do this. Past, present, future, and then 10 card. All right, so I'm gonna put in the chat everything that you just won. That's a lot of stuff. Okay. Yay! Okay. So rising 3x15 donations. So you have damn, girl. Okay, so I just posted everything that you just got. So we have 3 $15 donations. You got 2 minis, a past, present, future love prize, channeled messages, a past, present, future general prize, a 10 card reading that you donated for, and then a 10 card reading that you won. Congratulations. That's very, very exciting. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy started. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we have 10 more prizes to win. So Rising, get ready because you're probably going to be here for at least 30 minutes. Okay. So first question first, love in general. So let's see. Let's get a general love for Rising, please. You're welcome. Love in general for Rising Storm, please. Oh my goodness. The first thing out is fertility. Okay, so fertility is the Empress card, but it specifically says fertility. So I feel like whenever I get those readings, I do like to tell people, just keep in mind, if you are sexually active, you could be extra fertile at this time, but it also means that you're in an energy of creation. You're in an energy of making things, starting new things, starting new projects, spending more time being more maternal. Maybe you're putting more invested energy into your children. You could be acquiring a new animal or pet. But this is kind of just starting things off in love. So I'm kind of perceiving this as like birth and growth and conception, so on and so forth. in your love life. So things are blooming, things are blossoming. We also have the King of Staves here, which is someone who, it's like a masculine energy. So I feel like this is someone who could be setting your heart on fire a little bit, making you feel very passionate, feeling chemistry with this person. Let me get a little bit more information. They could be influencing you to be a bit more bold than you usually are. They could be making you feel like trying to do new things, daring to do things outside of your comfort zone. This person's very charming. Who is this person, please? This person is conflicted. Who is this person? Let's just straight up ask, is this James? Can you please show me a yes or a no? Ooh, I am getting a 7 of Swords, which is telling me no. The Tower is telling me no. Shit, is this someone new, Spirit? Is this someone new for her? They are showing me a yes. Is this someone new? Do you feel, I know that you're very intuitive, Rising. Do you feel like there could be someone else around you? Oh my God, I literally said intuition. I said you're very intuitive, and then the High Priestess came out. Anything else you can tell me about this person, please? 4 of Swords. Maybe this is you, actually. I'm kind of getting the feeling like it's you. Like Spirit is saying, yes, this is a masculine card, but they're saying this isn't James. They're showing me, like, to get clarity on it, it's telling me feminine energies. So I'm wondering if it's you, because the energy of this card is someone who kind of takes charge. They're bold, they're a leader. They have the courage to do what they want, kind of step out of that comfort zone. They're feeling more powerful, like I said, more bold. So it's very likely that we're just saying that you are feeling that way in your love life, because this isn't talking about James. And considering the fact that you said you're a Libra, we have the King of Swords here. Lots of swords going on. I actually was going to ask you if you're an air sign. Okay, so let's keep going. We have the 2 of Pentacles. So this is showing me feeling balanced in your love life, okay? We still have a little bit of a scale. A little bit of a scale. You can see they're not completely even, but they are a lot more balanced than usual. I'm kind of taking the next step in commitment, because the 3 of Cups here, it kind of makes me feel like there is a wedding happening. It looks like a bride and her bridesmaids. Not saying you're getting married, but I'm saying that, like, this would be something that would be celebrated. A commitment that would be celebrated is the 3 of Cups. So I asked specifically when this commitment will happen, and Spirit is saying that it's not going to happen as you expect it to. We have the Tower. They're not giving me a specific date, but they are saying it's not going to happen how you expect it to happen, so whatever that means. And then the Moon. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm such an idiot. I thought this was the Tower. I, for whatever reason, see this as the Tower, so I'm just going to take that message as it resonates. Let's see. Okay, so let me see if there's anything else I can get from this. What else can I get from this? So the Tower, I believe, is Scorpio energy. if I'm not mistaken. I don't have all these memorized. Yeah, Scorpio season. So I was seeing the moon card as the Tower, so we're gonna just roll with that. So I'm gonna say that this change, as it won't happen as expected, it could be something that you see at the end of this year come to light, come to fruition. You definitely have still some April energy coming through, which I remember seeing in the last reading that we did together. So I feel like there's still some movement happening in this spring. Anything else she needs to know, please? Oh, there's the Tower. So I'm almost seeing like negative cycles coming to an end. The world is here. So you could feel like you're kind of on this wheel, right? Like a hamster, where like you feel like you're trying to move forward and you're trying to progress, but you're not really physically moving. You're not seeing that physical progress. So Spirit is saying that that's going to kind of blow up in your love life. I feel like you should be expecting change. The things that you felt like are kind of stagnant for you, are kind of holding you in the same place, the same position, are going to come to an end here. You do have the synchronicity card again. So I remember telling you that before, that when things are starting to come into alignment for you, you're going to start seeing that. It's going to be kind of crazy. So you're going to start seeing that in your love life. And then you're actually going to realize, or in your daily life, you're actually going to realize that it's almost like we are the reflections of the universe, because what you think about, you bring about. It's basically all what you put into your perspective. So that's interesting. You've been seeing numbers like crazy. Yeah. I always wondered why if we buy a new car, for example, we now suddenly see that car all over the road. It's like it's always been there. Those things would have always happened. It's just now you're noticing them. You really are a projection. The outer world is a projection of your inner world and your inner perceptions. It's really crazy. So yeah, that's going to keep coming to you, but it's going to be happening more frequently, more often. All right, so the second thing you said was, what to know about James. You feel like you're closing the chapter on him or someone else? Oh, dang. Okay. Well, that's good, though. I'm happy to hear that you're closing out
So much.
those, those cycles. Okay. This guy, by the way, just getting into his ex's vehicle. Like, what the heck? Was she with him? Or was it just him getting in her car himself? Oh man. So he felt kind of out of control when he saw you. I feel like he had, like when you have a million thoughts that are racing through your mind, you're like, do I say hi to get out of the car? Do I get back in the car? Do I pretend like I don't see her? Do I, you know what I mean? Like it was kind of like that. Okay. It was one of those like, is this girl gonna see? Is this girl not gonna see? Does she notice me? Is she even realizing that I'm here? Like it just seemed kind of like he had a bunch of different thoughts that were kind of floating around and he was trying to pick which choice to make. You know what I mean? And I think then his chance kind of got blown because maybe you weren't in his sight anymore, or he felt like he missed that chance. I don't think he expected necessarily to see you. The Eight of Wands is a very unexpected, sudden thing that happens. And then I feel like with this particular tarot card, it's almost like it's like all his thoughts are up there and he's just trying to pick the best option. And I think it's possible that because he took too long to make a move or say something, for whatever those reasons were that he held back, he kind of missed his chance, it seems. I'm not sensing necessarily that he communicated with you. I think that he decided on what he was gonna do a little too late. I do see at the bottom of the deck the Four of Cups. So this is showing that he was dissatisfied with the interaction or the lack thereof. He was trying to play it cool. We do have the Nine of Cups here. So he was trying to act like everything was good, fine, great in his life. I think he really doesn't like to show what he's thinking or feeling very easily. Let's see. Oh, for sure. You felt him looking at you when you walked away, for sure. I mean, he was thinking so many things at once of like, what do I do? Do I say hi? Do I not say hi? You know what I mean? Like, for example, if this girl was around too, like, I think that was kind of his question is like, if I acknowledge her, will this girl be upset? Like, I think he just was thinking all different things. And I think what ended up happening was he just didn't make a choice. He didn't do anything. He kind of just sat there and froze, kind of still with eyes closed, pretending like, oh God, you know. But I 100% would say he would turn around and look at you just because he is feeling this disappointment that he's trying not to show. This is underlying at the bottom of the deck. So this is how he was feeling inside, right? But this is how he was trying to show himself on the outside, unbothered. You definitely affect him. I have the Strength card here, so that's being acknowledged that you what is the word? It's just like you have an impact on him. You know, when someone you don't care about or have affections for or care what they think or have a crush on, you don't pay attention to them, right? You're unmoved, you're unbothered, unaffected. They walk past you, it's like, okay, they walk past me. But when you have these feelings towards someone, your heart's racing, your blood's pumping, your cheeks get flushed, you're trying to act like this person doesn't actually mean something to you, but they do. And that's what I'm seeing here with the strength card, is that you are affecting him. You are getting to him. You're making his stomach drop, or you're putting his nerves on edge. You're doing these things to his physical body when he sees you. And yeah, he's just trying to process that. So what's going on here? Oh my goodness, you were shaking too. That's so cute. Like, I just feel like he really has a fondness for you. And that's really what's coming through, is that he just feels such... You're just so special. Like, he's just viewing you as just something just so almost out of this world. Like, I feel almost like he thinks that you just are this untouchable, magical creature that, like, he doesn't know if he should leave alone. It's like this very sweet thing that's going on between you guys. But it's like, I think I'm just trying to dig deeper into his psyche and understanding why he doesn't go ahead and just make a move. Especially if he feels this way to you. What was he thinking, Spirit? What the hell? I feel like it's like right there, but it's not coming through. There's something. I'm gonna go ahead and just talk it out. You said Dudo shaking the whole time. It's his ex. It's like he struggles with changing his life. That's like the one thing I'm seeing. Is like the Page of Wands here. They kind of do their own thing, but within the confines of what's comfortable to them, what's normal to them. The Page of Wands here is showing me that he's like still has the same perspective a little bit. And I do believe it is his ex, don't get me wrong. Of course, if it's his ex wasn't there, of course he would talk to you. But I'm trying to understand why he chooses to have his ex still in his life and why he can't break free from this person, because clearly they're not good for him. And he's seeing you as someone who he can grow with, he can become more insightful. There's this introspection here. He feels like he would have meaningful conversations with you. He would, like, he just feels like you would be so much more depth, richness, value of a connection than what he's currently experiencing. And I think the missing link is that he doesn't know if what he's making up in his head is actually true. And so it could just be where he's a little bit scared to jump just because he doesn't know what he's going to get with you, and he does know what he's going to get with her, and that's what keeps him there. It's kind of like what I'm getting. And he's like, well, what if I jump and this isn't what I'm thinking, and I made up this whole entire delusional idea, and that's not actually what it is, you know. But what he needs to realize is that this ex will probably take him back no matter what. And so he really just needs to like allow for that space between them, so that way he can try to see what else is out there. Because if it doesn't work out, I'm pretty sure he would still be able to, you know, have a connection with her if he wanted that. So I think that might be what it is just jumping out into the unknown and feeling like he ended up making a stupid mistake, or that he was delusional and that you truly don't have feelings for him and he left for no reason. He definitely likes knowing that likes feeling secure that he is going from one thing to the next thing. Okay, so we're going to do the past, present, future love. And then we'll have channeled messages, and you wanted channeled messages from James, right? Yeah, she still has his keys. She shows up whenever she wants. Yeah. It kind of like, what am I trying to say? It kind of boggles me, like it confuses me why people would willingly continue being with the same person, doing the same thing, experiencing the same outcomes over and over and over again. But I do feel like, in a sense, I have worked towards that healing and that enlightenment. So I try to put myself back into the place of where they might be, because at some point in my life, I've been in that, you know, in that cycle until I broke it. And I feel like I've definitely have a better perspective now and more wisdom when it comes to that. But I've got to also have grace and understanding that they have never done that before, that they are still in the cycle, that they don't have that outside understanding, and nobody can make them see it, you know? So I truly feel like once he's able to break it and he's able to see what all is out there and see something that's better for him, then he's going to look back and say, why did it take me so long? And it's like, yeah, but you can't hand your wisdom over to someone else and say, here, take this so that you can get yourself out of the situation and then give it back to me when you're done. It's unfortunately something he has to go through himself. Okay, perfect. You got it. I'll do that. All right, so past, present, future for rising, please. Past, present, future for rising. Okay, so whenever I see the Ten of Earth in the past position, I do feel like there was someone in your life that made you feel like you guys were going to go the distance, that there was or maybe you felt like your relationship was going to go the distance. And unfortunately, it did not. You felt like maybe due to their own actions or their own faults, things didn't work out, or you had too much hope in their potential. And this is someone who is someone I feel you would have been in a relationship with. This isn't like someone you haven't had a chance to start anything with yet. This is just someone who maybe made you feel like things were going to last a long time, or that you guys were going to end up getting married, or maybe you were married. But this is something here where it's just like you had these plans, these fantasies, these ideas of a future together, and just really felt like this was going to work out, or really hoped that it was going to work out. And unfortunately, it didn't. I have the 5 of air in the present position, so it does feel like you are trying to learn from your mistakes of the past. You're trying to make better choices for you for the future. I think this is making you a little bit more cautious in the present moment in this position, meaning like you're a little bit skeptical. You're basically, I'm not going to believe it until I see it. I think that you still have some hope inside for what could be or what's to come, but I also feel like it's going to take a lot to convince you. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I just think that you now unfortunately have been heartbroken in the past. Someone has left you, or you have had to leave them for whatever reason, and you feel um it's a little bit jaded. Okay, so that's kind of what it is here with the 5 of air. It's like this inner conflict, and I think maybe you wonder, like, are you ever going to feel this way about this, about someone like you did this person of the past? Are you ever going to have these hopes and dreams for a future? Are you going to meet someone? A lot of times when we separate from people or we break up a year later, we're like, are we ever going to find what we thought we had with that person, or what we did have with that person? This feels like a life decently lived in a relationship, as far as like longevity, lengthwise. Not necessarily saying that the relationship itself was all butterflies and rainbows. It very well could have been. And maybe you guys just decided amicably to part ways. But there could have been other reasons for the ending. Sometimes, hey queen, sometimes I see this as like a card in the past where someone lost their husband and now they feel like they have to start over. But basically, the 10 of earth in the past position is like someone who was in your life for whatever reason, they're not anymore, and you felt like at one point, or maybe you still do, but most likely not, but you did feel at one point that this is someone you were going to spend the rest of your life with, where you had high hopes for a long relationship with this person. So in the future position we have for you rising, we have the 3 of earth card. So I feel like you're coming into a love connection where you guys are working as a team. You don't feel like this is a one-sided relationship. You feel like the energy is matched. You feel like you collaborate well. And this could be even in like your house. Like, let's just say you live together. You guys divide the bills evenly, divide the chores evenly, the responsibilities evenly. And you guys appreciate what the other person does, even if it's something that they do day in and day out. You always make sure this person feels acknowledged and appreciated. This is a very creative coupling where I feel like you guys would like to try new things, maybe start up a business or a project together. I feel like this is the type of relationship where you're going to want to create, maybe even bring another child into the world with this person. It's very transformative. And I feel like it's a very high quality connection that's coming in for you in your love life as well. So I hope that resonated with you, Kelly, to some extent. I am going to move on to your channeled messages. So Queen Resilience. I have 2 readings to do, technically 2 donations to do ahead of yours, but it's 1, 2, 3, but it's technically 4 readings to do before yours. So I don't know, Queen, if you want to hang out, or if you want to pop back in a little bit, we can do that as well. It's up to you. So channeled messages for rising from James. Okay, perfect. Channel messages from James to rising, please. Rising, I have your next question. Thank you. Yeah, that works. Thank you. So rising, I hear him saying he wants to liberate himself. He is feeling stuck. So he's like, I'm wanting to liberate myself. I feel like there's nothing new, nothing exciting happening for me in my life. I feel caged, cagey. I feel on edge. But I also don't feel wise enough or smart enough to figure a way out. Sometimes I wonder, is this just the life I'm supposed to lead of disappointment? I feel like so many people are counting on me. I would almost feel bad to let them down, to follow my own desires. I would feel selfish to do that. I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to break anybody's heart following my own path. So I end up just pushing my own desire and own will down. I feel very, very, very stuck. I feel like even though things are in my power to make a change, I feel like I would be hurting so many people and I would be letting other people down, and this is what keeps me here. This is what keeps me stuck. I don't want people to think negative of me, like I put myself first. Maybe I should. I just don't want people to hate me. Like, I hate that feeling of people not feeling like they can come to me, that they can't count on me, even though it's exhausting and it does feel heavy and it weighs me down and makes me feel used. Sometimes I don't know how else to be, because there is a sense of reward that I get for being there to help other people. When it comes to my relationships and, even my friends and my family, I feel like I'm the one that's unchanged, unmoved, and that scares me to change then, because I've always been that person that people can count on, that people can go to. And if I'm the one person that's stable, if I'm the one person that's holding everybody down and taking care of everyone else, then what's going to happen when I go and just do what I want to do? Who are these people going to turn to? I even want to travel. I even want to go see other places, see other countries. I want to get out there and explore, and I want to do things that I've never done before. And I feel so burdened by the person that I have been all my life, that I'm not feeling very liberated to be the person that I now want to be. You can kind of get stuck in being that person. You grow up, people saying, oh, they're great, they got all A's in school, they were very studious, they got accepted to Harvard, they have been a perfectionist all their life. And you get into this age where you've been this one way all your life, and now you want to change. Like, people don't know how to perceive you differently. They look at you and they put you in this box and they say, this is who you are. And like, I don't know how to get out of that box. I don't know how to change who I am. I feel like I'm gonna lose people in my life. This isn't just about coming to you and being with you and doing what I wanted. This is a bigger thing. This is like, it's so much bigger than just following my heart or following my gut. This is the first step. Coming towards you would be the first step in doing what I want for a change. And once I open that can of worms, that's it, because I'm gonna just want to keep doing all the other things, and it's just hard. It's a lot, and I feel like it's something that I think about all the time. I think about, at what point do I get to just live the life that I want to live? What point is it my turn? Healing first, then we can align. I am keeping you at a distance because I'm not ready for such a deeply spiritual connection. This isn't in your head. I feel it too. You get under my skin. If I move towards you, if I made the choice to be with you, the plans that I had for myself would drastically change. I wouldn't be able to keep on this path that I've been on. You feel like home to me. My soul recognizes your soul. I can't be what you need me to be right now. 333. You make me feel out of control. Even though I can't be what you need right now, I still have hope for us. Hey, Eliana. Let me add you to my list time. I wasn't ready for this connection. I am sensing, Rising, that he is having some regrets when it comes to you, though. I'm secretly longing for you. I made a mistake. That could be the regret I was feeling. I need to remain practical. I think you're the one. Holy shit. I think you're the one. Cut the deck. We have I hope you wait for me. I need time. And at the bottom of the deck, he's saying I'm hurting too. Okay, so we're going to do a past, present, future general for Rising. And then we'll be moving on to the last donation that Rising made. After that, we have Queen. And then we have Eliana, who just donated. Makes a lot of sense. Thank you, Rising. You're welcome. I know it wasn't exactly what you were wanting to know, but when it comes to channel messages, I kind of have to just see what's going to flood out. And it seems more like, again, I am sensing with him, he's close to you. Like I am sensing, I'm not sensing his retreating. I'm not sensing he's taking 2 steps back or changing his mind. Still feel like he's making his way to you, but he's having a lot of like deep mental like breakthroughs and like clarity. And I think honestly why I was struggling in that one reading, trying to figure out what is actually holding this guy back. And I'm like, what is it? Because it's like not the full story wasn't there and I wasn't getting it. And I think I'm starting to understand a little bit more in the channeled messages is that he's starting, and maybe he was also confused too. Maybe he thinks to himself, why am I holding myself back from this person? Why am I keeping myself from this person and experiencing this? And I think it's because he's having a hard time changing who he thinks he is, changing what he thought he wanted. He's having a hard time not realizing that he can be someone different today, that he doesn't have to be stuck in the box of who he's been this whole time. And I think that's very hard for him because that would be letting go of some of his ego. That would be letting go of maybe some of the things that he's said before and having to go back on the things that he was very vindicated in and convicted in. That's what I'm looking for. He could have said some things or been a certain way, been like, maybe 5 years ago he said people who change, they're not loyal. Like people who want something different for themselves, they XYZ. I feel like maybe he would think now, maybe I shouldn't have said those things because I know better now. But he would be kind of being a hypocrite if he were to do the things that he's said in the past weren't honorable or whatever. So I think he's having to eat crow a little bit and understand that the journey he thought he was on maybe is changing and that's okay. And maybe he just needs to say, actually, I changed my mind. But he's having trouble being hypocritical. Past, present, future for rising, please. General reading. Past, present, future. Past, present, future. Oh my goodness. Of course, we have a heart-centered reading. We want general, right? But we have heartbreak in the center. We have disappointment, things not going your way. Maybe feeling separation or loss. Maybe even going through depression in your day-to-day life. You could be feeling less serotonin than usual right now. This can also indicate surgery, by the way. The Three of Swords could indicate needing to have some type of procedure done, focusing in on your health, your heart health specifically. But keep in mind, as a general, it could also be talking about love. It's Valentine's Day. Maybe you feel a bit in the present right now, like you are kind of like, who's your Valentine? I think Valentine's Day can be a beautiful holiday, but I also feel like that's to the eye of the beholder, right? It just depends on your circumstance. If you don't have anybody to celebrate, you might be seeing Valentine's Day all over the place and feel kind of lonely and feel kind of sad. And so that's kind of what the present interpretation I'm getting of the Three of Swords here. We do have the World. This does talk about feeling closure. So maybe just needing to process some type of sadness. Let me see if I can get a little bit of clarity on the World here. The World talks about lessons. feeling like you completed something in the past here. Let's get some more information. Why is the world here in this general? Why is the world here in this general? Like the one thing that I keep hearing is closure. Hey, High Priestess. Yes, you can donate. Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. You can definitely do that. Or maybe having difficulty getting closure in the past. We have the swords here. The swords is all about communication, thoughts, clarity, just like your mental state, maybe even. And then we also have the Page of Pentacles, which talks about seeking an opportunity for closure. Do you feel... Oh, shit! I just remembered. Rising, you said you were cutting someone off earlier today. That's kind of what I was like about to kind of explain. I was like, maybe there's someone here where you feel like you're kind of finally processing that and letting that go, feeling a little conflicted about it because this isn't necessarily super easy, but you do kind of have to like move on from that. And it's funny because even though we're doing a general, I think the main thing that's coming through for you right now is very heart-centered, specifically because of the day, because of your energy, because a lot of times what's on your heart is love. And so maybe that's why I'm not getting like finances or anything like that. I'm getting like a lot of the physical body in the mental and emotional state that you could be in right now. And this is fucking crazy because I just remember earlier when we were doing a reading, you said that you were cutting someone off. And like that's what I'm getting here with the Five of Swords, is you getting the upper hand in a situation and finally making peace with a situation that needs to come to an end. The one thing was very... I will wait for you, High Priestess. The one thing that I kept getting here was closure, like completion, right? Like we're done with that. Queen of Swords. Why is the Queen of Swords here in the future? Queen of Swords also will cut a bitch off. So maybe you're becoming more picky, particular in the future. You're becoming... Oh, hold on one second. I'm so sorry, Rising. My sister is texting me. So like just a lot more particular about your choices in the future. A lot more like if you see a red flag, cutting a bitch off, right? Like if you see something that isn't working for you, because I feel like you're kind of putting yourself through sometimes a lot of stress and maybe even a lot of anxiety when it comes to your love life, maybe feeling like overthinking a lot. And I think you're going to get to a point here in the Queen of Swords where you're going to say, number 1, make your intentions clear. Number 2, let me trust you. Number 3, make your intentions clear. You know what I mean? Like you're just basically have this like baseline of what it is you will tolerate, what you expect. And if you don't meet those needs, then that's it. And this can be in so many different areas of life. This can be love, of course, but this could be your career. If you're not fulfilling me, if you're not giving me the monetary funds that I need to make this work, if you're sucking the soul out of me, then I'm cutting it off. If you're not serving me, I'm cutting it off. This could be relationships with other people. This could be family members. This could just be circumstances of things that you just feel like aren't giving, you know, they're sucking, they're taking from you energetically versus giving to you. And so I think you're just going to be a lot more particular about the people, places, things, circumstances that you allow to continue on in your life in the future. Again, lots of swords happening here. So keep in mind, this is very mental. Not quite emotional, but it's more like how you handle things on a objective way, in an objective way. very, very thoughtful, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's all like in the air. It's air signs. It's all the things that are around you that aren't really like something you can reach out and touch. Hopefully that makes sense. Rising. Now let's move on to your last question. And remember, Rising Storm, you get one more 10 card because you won that. So I can, for Rising Storm, I can do this question that you have right. How do I point to the screen? Right here. I can do this question with 20 cards, or you can ask another question and I'll do 10 and 10. Just let me know. Oh, hi Priestess, you said you almost missed me again. I'm glad you didn't miss me. I'm so happy you're here. You said donation on PayPal. Okay, let me check. Does anyone have any Valentine's Day plans? Are you guys doing anything with like your family, your kids, if you're in a relationship, anybody? You're so welcome, Rising. All right, so we'll just add extra cards to that for you. My family got together yesterday. That's fun. I saw some of my family today. I brought my nephew a little Valentine's Day gift. My sister's trying to keep him away from red dyes, which I love. I love that she's doing that. But when I went to the store, it was like really actually annoyingly hard and difficult to find something without red dyes. That's like, because you know, all the like pink frosting, red frosting, all that stuff. It's actually kind of frustrating. Sorry, I'm trying to like do two things at one time. That I can't find anything without red, like dyes in it. I think that's so insane to me. So I found this brand of candy that I like called Black Forest, where they have certain ones are organic, and they color their candy with like beet juice and things like that. So I ended up giving that to him with a card, and of course he couldn't care less about the card. He just went straight for the candy. He ripped that sucker open. It was like gummy worms, and he just like, it was just really cute. And then of course I got Brennan some things today. Got him some sushi that he loves, some cupcakes, things like that. We're gonna go to dinner to Qdoba because they're doing a buy one meal get one free, and we're like, hell yeah, we're getting on that. Celebrating with my little girl. I bought her a game on the iPad she wanted. Oh, that's so sweet. Typical Gemini doing multiple things at once. Wait, I missed it. Glam, what were you asking? Why is who doing what? Yeah, doing multiple things at one time. That's me. Oh my goodness. Sometimes I wish like Brendan would come over here while I'm live streaming and just kind of like handle and monitor my chat. I feel like that would be fun for him, but he thinks video games are more fun, so. Oh, with the red dye. So she knows for High Priestess says I'm a Gemini, so I know for a fact. So she and I am the same way. I don't eat or drink things with dyes in it. Like if it's like a special occasion, I probably will do that. But I particularly go out of my way because red dyes can attribute to behavioral issues. And certain red dyes can make you anxious. Certain red dyes can make you hyper. And she has self-diagnosed her son with ADHD, and clearly anybody would. My sister-in-law, who's a nurse. She has spent a lot of time around him, and she's like, he for sure has ADHD. And they say that dyes, especially red dye, can exacerbate the focus, the lack of focus that he can have. It's very hard for him to focus on one thing at a time because he's got this and that, and oh look, a bird, and oh my god, what's this, and what are you doing here, and do you want to play with me, and I just had pancakes for breakfast. It's like he has all this like energy that's going on in his mind, and she's like, I just need him to focus better. So she's just doing whatever he can. And I strongly feel like diet has a lot to do with like your mental state, because your gut health, I think it's like 80%, your gut health is responsible for, like 80% of your gut health is responsible for your entire body health, including your mental health. So we say my nephew has it, he can't focus even watching movies. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. And I think it's so sweet and so precious, and we don't want to suppress that like innocence that he has, and then that excitement, enthusiasm he has for life. But at the same time, like sometimes she's just like, I really need him to focus on what I'm saying, and he has a very hard time doing that. So we figured doing as like organic and as like preservative free, dye free, all that stuff as possible. That's what yeah, and she wouldn't have gotten mad at me or anything if I brought him like cupcakes that had dye in them, but I just wanted to be as like conscientious of that as possible. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Foods like that enhance my anxiety. Exactly. It's crazy. I just don't know why they do this. It's not necessary to put all these dyes and stuff. All right, so how is James and the ex-girlfriend doing today on Valentine's Day? Rising, the first word that came to my mind is trying. Like they are trying to have a good day. They are just trying to, I think he's helping her with something here. That's what I'm getting. He's helping her out with some situation. They are going to have a conflict today. Surprise, surprise. These Five of Wands may be, they've already had this conflict. I feel like when it comes to their relationship, there's a lot of things that are like under the surface or swept under the rug. And so I feel like almost like they said on Valentine's Day, let's pause. Like, I feel like almost like they could have gone into this day arguing, or something could have bothered her that she had said. And they're like, for the sake of the holiday, let's just put a pin in this and we'll talk about it later. Let's just enjoy our time together. But there's this underlying like elephant in the room, underlying like suppressing feelings and frustrations for the sake of the holiday. They're trying to have a good time. They could have dinner plans either at his house, or if you don't see her car, maybe they go out to dinner. But the Three of Cups here does talk about like cheersing, having a drink, or having a meal together. Let's scoot these up a little bit. My ring is too big on me. I need to get it sized. I just don't want to be without it. My problem. Yeah, I'm glad you asked, Eliana. I would, if you can, try to limit the dyes as much as possible. That's will always be my recommendation, but especially if you have anxiety. There was something else I just picked up from these cards. Yeah, it's just like trying to instill the peace. They're just trying to have a truce here, and work together despite this struggle. So far, I'm not really seeing like plans of intimacy. There is the Knight of Wands here, which can speak to being like a player or like just having sex on the brain. But I'm not seeing like intimacy or emotional bonding. They're just really trying to, for the sake of the day, just be on good terms with one another. Anything else, Spirit, please? So we have the Ten of Cups twice. So they are trying to be in harmony for today. So the Ten of Cups, you know, that's like my harmony card. That's like, let's just get along, which I feel like I've already said. So I'm like, Spirit, give me some new information. What else, please? I see gifts, gift giving, flowers, the typical Valentine's Day stuff. I feel like she's trying to tame her lion. So this could be, well, now that I've said it out loud, it probably could be something sexual. But I do feel like she could have this, like, I feel like she just is quick with the anger. Like, she gets mad with a quickness. It's kind of crazy. And I do feel like things that would normally be setting her off, she really is trying to control that today. Because I think in general she likes this vibe they have going, where they're really just trying to be nice to one another and just enjoy each other's company. She is feeling admired and celebrated, and I think overall the majority of their day is on good terms. They're having fun together. Let's see, a couple more cards here. What else can you tell me? There is something here about a picnic and being outside. A couple images that I'm getting of being outside. So again, this could be like going to dinner or, yeah, I don't know. Sweets, I see cupcakes, some kind of cupcakes, cake, cookies, cupcakes specifically. I feel like he's not telling her, like, almost like I'm seeing him write a card to her, and he's just saying all the nice things he can think of and keeping all the bad shit out. Like, I think he would say, like, if he's thinking to himself, I don't know if this relationship will last, he wouldn't say that in the card. He would focus on how he feels now. So he would say, we have a lot of fun together. Like, I really enjoy spending time with you, or maybe quality time with you. I hope you have the best Valentine's Day. Thanks for being my Valentine, or something like that. Whereas if he felt an emotional connection to someone, he would probably say, I love you so much. I'm so grateful that you're in my life, and I can't wait to, and he would he would make a nod towards like the future. He would say like, happy Valentine's Day today and all the Valentine's Days in the future that we spend together, or something like that. I feel like he would, basically, he's writing cards or writing notes to her, and they're very like now based, present day based. He's not thinking into the future. And I feel like as he's writing this letter, it's like he's a little bit sad that he can't say all the things that he wish he could say to someone. So it's not like very like sweet I love yous and things like that. It's like, you know, we've been through a lot together, maybe talking a lot about the past, you know, to kind of make it seem like they have substance in their connection. But I feel like the card that he writes to her, or the words that he says to her regarding Valentine's Day today, they're not going to be future based. It's not going to be like, you know, I can't wait to spend my life with you, or I'm so excited that we have all these days ahead of us in our life to spend together. I don't think it's going to be anything like that. I think that when he writes this card, he is holding back here. And I think that he does feel like he's invested a lot in this connection, but not really seeing much results that are making him feel good or proud to be in this relationship. So all in all, they're having a good day. They're doing okay. But I just feel like he does feel like something is missing here. And they're just trying to get along for the sake of the holiday and all that jazz. So, Rising, that is what I've got for you, girl. It has been a pleasure doing these readings with you today. I'm so excited that you got so many freebies. I hope you enjoyed them as much as I did. Queen Resilient, if you are in here, could you please check in? All right, so for Eliana and High Priestess, you guys get to pick a mystery box along with your donation. So Eliana, since you were first, you can go ahead and pick. So just let me know which row, A, B, or C, and then let me know which number. So for instance, this would be B1, this would be A2, this would be C4, so on and so forth. Good, I'm glad, Rising. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. Okay, so Eliana says C4. So what did Eliana win? Eliana won, oh, a yes or no reading for free. Okay, so that will be added on to your donation, Eliana. So we have a yes or no reading for free as a prize for you. And then you get to ask up to 2 questions for the donation that you made. Let me know if you have 1 question or 2, and that will determine if I use 10 cards for the 1 question or 5 cards each for the 2 questions. Hopefully that makes sense. And then High Priestess, you're next. High Priestess, you get to choose now which mystery box you like. There's a bunch of prizes up for grabs. You can add charms to your reading. You can add paper messages to your reading. You can get a free yes, no. I think we have 1 5-card reading up for grabs, 3-card oracle pools. I think we might have 1 past, present, future. I'm not sure. The only thing that we don't have here right now still is the 10-card reading. Rising Storm did win that one. I want to do a general love reading. What's next in love? Okay. So we'll just do 1. What's next in love? And we'll pull 10 cards for you, Eliana. And then let me know what your yes or no question is that you won. And we can add that in at the end. All right, so High Priestess says B3. All right, so we have B3. Oh no. All right, B3. A 3-card oracle pull. So we will add oracle cards to your reading. Did you have 1 or 2 questions for us, the High Priestess, for the donation that you made? Did you have 1 question or 2? Eliana, perfect. So we'll save the yes or no question for you. And then hopefully you'll think of 1 at some point. Okay, so 3-card oracle. And then High Priestess wants to do the 10-card. Okay, 1 question, 10 card. And we'll add the oracle to that reading. All right, perfect. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 prizes up for grabs. And let me repost the list. We're going to give Queen R 1 more minute. And then we're going to have to move on to the next one. Queen Resilient, if you are here, please say hello. Let us know that you're here so we can get your reading done. Oh, and I wanted to tell you, stop using PayPal to accept payment. Oh, what's going on? What do you mean? Do you mean with the issue that I had going on? Is that what you're referencing? Yeah, that happened to me, and luckily they didn't close my account, but I learned to never use PayPal again. Oh my gosh, High Priestess. I'm definitely going to heed your warning and take that into consideration because it definitely is something that I have thought about. Luckily, I'm fortunate to say that in the almost 4 years I've been doing readings, this is the first time this has happened to me. But at the same time, if it continues to become an issue, then I definitely am going to have to figure something else out. PayPal is one of the main reasons that main ways that I make money. However, I feel like if people really want the reading with me, it's not going to be that hard to download Cash App, for example. So they would either have to just forfeit getting a reading for me if I decided to close my PayPal account, or they would just have to make a new option for donation, I guess, Venmo or Cash App. And I'm grateful that I never really delete my readings that I do because I would never be able to prove it, you know? Luckily, I keep all my readings up on YouTube, but there's some people who will just delete them and then they wouldn't be able to prove, and then this person would get their money. She shouldn't have messed with me because she should know I come with the receipts because that's just who I am as a person. And considering I have years and years of live streams that are posted that I've never been deleted, she should know that I've been able to prove it. But it was kind of annoying because it took me hours to screen grab and document and all this stuff. So that was annoying. Because people are grifters when they don't like that bad news they receive, for sure. I've seen it so many times on TikTok as well. A lot of people on TikTok have that issue where they live stream, but the thing is that TikTok doesn't record their live streams on TikTok. I think that you as the TikToker who's live streaming, I think, if I'm not mistaken, you have access to your live stream. I don't know for how long, but it's like it probably would be really hard to prove. So I think if I ever did readings on TikTok, I would definitely not do PayPal. That's for sure. It's so crazy. I know how people can be so shady. It's really fucked up. Hey, Terry. Okay, sounds good. I will add you to my list. Thank you. Give me 1 second here. I've had things said that I don't like. I leave it there and only take and claim the good. For sure. It's not like you have to take it. And that's the great thing about tarot readings is if you don't like what you hear, then that's just basically a call to you to say, what is not working in my life and how can I make that change? But if it doesn't resonate for you, it doesn't resonate for you. But that doesn't mean that that person didn't take the time to do the reading for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I put time and energy into that person's reading. And so, in my opinion, you're paying me for my time and energy. You're not paying me for the outcome of the reading. And if you don't like it, you don't have to come back to me. But she came to me like 7 times. So I'm like, so the couple of times you didn't like what you heard, but the other times were okay? Like, that was kind of silly to me. My thing is that you still put time and effort into the reading, right? And that's what the donation is for that energy exchange. It's not to guarantee an answer you want to hear. Unfortunately, I wish I could tell everybody things that they want to hear, but then I wouldn't feel like I'm being authentic as a reader. You know what I mean? All right, so Eliana, it looks like Queen Resilient stepped out for a little bit, so we're going to go ahead and move on to you. So Eliana wants to know what's next? Overall love, general, what's next? Oh, Queen. Hey, Eliana, are you okay? Queen has been waiting for over 2 hours for her reading. Eliana, are you okay? If I do her reading, I'm so sorry. Hopefully you don't mind waiting. She's been in and out today. She's been working, so I've been trying to like catch her when it's her turn. Okay, so let's put up Queen's here. Queen has too many readings, and then she won. What did she win? A 5 card. She won a 5 card. Yay! I'm glad you're here for your reading. Okay, will I have success when I apply for Townhouse 919? Let's see. Thank you guys. Y'all are so sweet to one another, and I love that. Thank you so much. Spirit, will Queen Resilient have success when applying for Townhouse 919? East Orange Street. Will Queen Resilient have success when applying for Townhouse 919? Show me a yes or a no, please. Okay, so Queen Resilient, if I had to give you a yes or a no answer, I am getting a no. I do see you packing up and moving, but this card is no for me when it comes to just a yes or a no question. So I specifically asked and I did get a no. I almost heard like revised plans or new things are going to open up for you. The main thing is they don't want you to settle, and they don't want you to put yourself in a situation where you are stuck and don't know what to do. So, for example, this townhouse could be like at the top of your budget, right? Just an example, it could be at the top of your budget. They don't want you to go to a place where you feel like you're overextending yourself. But in addition to that, they don't want you to settle either. They don't want it to just be, well, this is the only thing I can get, so let me see if I can get it. It's more like they want you to feel that this is right and in your heart, and this isn't just like, well, let me try this next thing. They really want it to be good for you. And there's some part of you that they're showing me still feels uncertain about this situation. And they are acknowledging that uncertainty. The Seven of Cups is stating that you have options. You have other options available to you. So, like I said, there's a lot of positive in this reading, more yeses than there are nos. However, I am feeling like Spirit is saying there's something better out there for you than this particular place, but I do see you moving. So what this could end up being is that this ends up being your choice, possibly. Maybe you decide against it, or maybe you don't get it. Or maybe you say, maybe your heart or your intuition is telling you just not rush into this. There's something about it, the situation that you feel in your gut you're not supposed to do. The center of your reading is the Temperance card. It is patience. So that's kind of like basically what I'm getting here. You do have the Magician at the bottom of the deck, so I do want to like end this reading on a positive note that Spirit is saying you're heading in the right direction. You're on the right path. You believe it? Okay, good. All right, so let's see how Junior's feeling. Terry, I just want to let you know I got your donation. I will add you to the donation list in just a second. I'm going to get through this reading first, okay? Let's do a different deck for this. How is Junior feeling about resilience? Oh my goodness. Wow. You have Temperance in this reading too, I just realized. So Temperance talks about patience, which is kind of what I was kind of talking about in the last reading that I just did for you regarding the townhouse. But doing things like in the right time, in the right way. Justice is the same. Justice wants balance. Justice doesn't want you to put too much into something too quickly. And Four of Pentacles is like holding back. So in regards to how he is feeling about you, I want to be very, angels everywhere, I love it. I want to be very blunt when I say that he still holds like feelings for you are there. There's this chemistry that you cannot deny. He wants to put the moves on you. He wants to take you out. I think he's especially thinking about you today because the Knight of Cups is very like Cupid, Valentine's energy where you're whining and dining and you're just enjoying your time together. You're going out on dates. You're expressing your love. This is a very heart-centered card, and I do feel like he's feeling those things for you. And I feel like he would like to have been in a place where you guys would be celebrating today together is the one thing that I am getting. However, I think that he's very disciplined, and I think that he really just wants to make sure that he's not jumping into something head first. So if you're wanting confirmation and acknowledgement on his feelings for you, you've got it. If you want to know, is he thinking of you and wishing he could have been with you today? You've got it. Maybe you're just wanting to just know that you're on his mind today, and that is what I have here for sure. Although I don't necessarily see him reaching out. I think anything is possible here. I'm kind of looking at these two cards as like one side and these two cards as the other, and he's just trying to find balance. So where this card expresses their love, tells you how they feel, tells you they miss seeing you and being around you and hanging out with you. This person's more reserved, kind of keeping it to themselves. And so he's just trying to find a good balance between the two. But I think that he is hoping for healing in your connection and starting something new with you at some point. So that is what I've got in regards to his feelings. But let's kind of do an energy check-in on the two of you together. You're welcome. After after Queen, we have Eliana, and then we have High Priestess, and after that we have Terry. Make sure you guys don't leave this live stream without claiming your prize. And after you claim your prize, if you do plan on leaving, make sure you guys leave your questions with me. So that way you don't run the risk of forfeiting your little prize mystery box win. 5 cards spread on Junior and Queen Resilient Spirit. We need an energy check-in, please, between Queen and Junior. Energy check-in, please, between Junior and Queen. Aww. This is so beautiful. It's reminding me of that Lovers Oracle deck where it's like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to find it because I can't remember exactly what it says. It's like, no matter the distance, though we may be apart. There it is, my beloved. Though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing between us. That is the card that made me think of these cards really quickly, because I feel like you guys are suspended in time right now with the Hangman here. I feel like you guys do feel like everything's kind of on pause between you guys, and you're kind of in this like loving limbo situation. But even though that's the case, nothing's separating you. You guys are still together in your mind and in your heart. So even though there is distance, you guys are still together, if that makes sense. So I'm going to put this down here because I think that's really cute. So let's dig into this a little bit more. It's funny how it says nothing is missing because you have Wands, Pentacles, this is air, and then you have air here as well. And all of that combined is creating this like Two of Cups moment. So I feel like it's just like you guys have everything that you need within your connection. This is very special because I know that ever since the first time I did a reading for the two of you, I felt like this was just so much more than what it seemed like or what it looked like on the surface. It's almost like I was kind of transported into your feelings for one another, and I could kind of see on both sides how you guys were feeling for one another. And it was just very, very pure, almost unconditional. It seems like you try to accept him where he is, and he does the same for you. And then there's this deep respect for one another that you guys have. And it's almost like if you guys can find a way to make it work here in this life, that it's going to be even more special because you're going to feel like you really made it through something that was kind of quite hard to be apart from one another. This is a very heart-centered connection between the two of you. I am seeing still this suspension happening, kind of like, everything on pause for a little while. There is some sacrifices that would need to be made in this connection for it to start moving forward. And I feel like those are sacrifices that have already been discussed or observed. I think that's something that you're already experiencing right now. So for instance, one of those separations or one of those sacrifices could be the separation that you're feeling right now that you guys just unfortunately have to go through. We have the Ace of Wands, which is just true passion and excitement and arousal, and just like general urges. I feel like a lot of times you guys probably feel this like uncontrollable like sexual tension between the two of you. I feel like you guys just want to make each other's lives better. You want to give to one another. So when I say a heart-centered connection that I was feeling with the lovers, I mean like an unconditional. You guys would rather be apart and allow for that space for you guys to grow and do what you need to do. No conditions. This is feelings and love unconditionally, right? You're saying we're not putting conditions on the situation. I'm giving to you, you're giving to me what you can in that moment. But I feel like you guys really try to put the other person's feelings higher than your own. And there's this balance where he's putting your feelings higher than his own. You guys are being very considerate of each other and thinking a lot about each other and a lot about the connection. So that's what I've got for you, girl. I hope you enjoyed it. I just love that card so much. Look how beautiful. Just kind of swept up in each other. He's very smitten by you. You're welcome. Oh, you love it as well. I think it's just so beautiful. Tara Lynn, are you in here? Thanks for coming back, Queen. I'm glad I was able to do your reading with you here. And thank you for the donation. All right, so I'm calling on Tara Lynn. If you're in here, you got a mystery box to claim. So what you're going to do, Tara Lynn, is you're going to choose a row and then you're going to choose a number, all right? So this would be A2, this would be B1, this would be C5. So you're going to choose a row and a number that will lead you to the box. You can only choose, obviously, the boxes that are available. All of the rest of the prizes have already been claimed, so just choose a box that's still here. And Eliana, I think you're still in here, but if you can, just say hello so I know that you are, because we're about to do yours in just a second. If it's okay with you, Eliana, I'm going to run to the restroom really quick, and then I'll be back to do your reading, and then we'll get the rest of the readings knocked out. Okay, so I think Terry left for a second. She probably saw that she had a couple names ahead of her, so she left. So hopefully she's back before the end of the stream so she can claim her reading and her prize. But we're not going to wait, you guys, any longer because that's not fair to do. So we're going to go ahead and get started on Eliana's reading. She donated for a 10 card, What's Next in Love. And then, actually, I'm drawn to do the Lightseers deck for you. And then we'll see if this prompts a yes or no question. Hopefully it does. Thank you guys for your patience. As always, I know sometimes you guys will donate and you'll be here for like 30 minutes. But your understanding means a lot because I am usually on here for like 3 or 4 hours at a time. So giving me that 2 seconds to run to the restroom or grab a snack or a drink or whatever may not seem like a big deal, but it is. So I just appreciate you guys always understanding when it comes to that. All right. What's next in love for Eliana, please? Let's do 3 months, up to 3 months from now. So what are we in? February, March, April, May, mid-May. Just because so much can change that I just like to keep it as close to now as possible. So that way we can be as accurate as possible. Interesting. Are you taking any vacations this year, Eliana? I see like a break from work or taking some time off from work happening. I know that isn't love, but I am seeing it. Or maybe you're taking a break from love. Maybe you're taking a break from working on like finding your person or finding someone. The Six of Swords is kind of, you want something easy is what I'm seeing. The sun is going to be very important to you in your love life. And what I mean by that is you want to get outside a little bit more because you want to energize your body. I think summertime is going to be fun for you. Getting out there, feeling good, getting tan. Just feeling the sun on your body is overall very like tantalizing and fun, and it can make you feel like very sexual. But I am getting like the sun is very key to your love life, which is just a very interesting thing. Let's see, what else do we have here? Straight. Okay, let's clarify here. What should we go with? Sun and Leo. We have the Strength card, which is Leo. What's going on? What's going on in Leo season, please? What's going on in Leo season? Leo, what's going on in Leo season? Leo. King of Wands. King of Wands coming out. You literally have a double Leo over here. So when I say that the sun is important, I'm not kidding. Leo season will also be important for you. What's going on over here that we need to know? You could be feeling a lot more bold, maybe dating people outside of your usual type, okay? So maybe you're going for some people now that aren't someone who you typically would have gone for. You're putting yourself outside of the box now. You're not in these confines of what you're used to. You're taking some risks here in your love life. You're being bold. You're being courageous. You're like trying to minimize your fears on taking chances with things. But I feel as though it's like you want something that's easy. You want something you're not going to have to really put much work or effort in. Six of Swords is like an easier life. So you kind of start to have this like, take that vacation, girl. Take it. If you can make it work, take it. But I am just feeling like you are really starting to kind of hunker down on specifically like what you want. And I think for you, Eliana, is the main thing is ease. Some people might say, I want trust in a relationship, and I know you want trust, but they may put that at the top of their priorities. If I can't trust you, I can't have a relationship with you. You're saying, I want to trust you, But if it's not easy, if it feels like work to me, if it feels like I have to like struggle to get your attention, you know what I mean? Right. Then it's not for me. That's not what I want. I want to rise above challenges with you. I don't want to sit here and be in the thick of it and frustrated and all that. Like, I want it to just be easy, in flow. I want to be in harmony with you. Like, that's kind of what I see going on. Now, keep in mind, you have options here, but you do have a Leo situation happening. So I want you to keep in mind, summertime, when it's sunny out, when the days are longer, Leo season, a Leo, like an actual Leo person, possibly. But I'm seeing you like just wanting something that's just, you said, oh my God, my BFF reads every once in a while, and she told me July or Leo season would be good. Holy shit, you gotta tell her this. You've gotta, you have to show her this reading so she can see, because I love it when that happens. I wonder if she's gonna see anything in the cards that I'm not seeing right now, because sometimes that'll happen. I'll watch other readers and I'll hear something as they're doing someone's reading, and of course I don't say anything because I don't want to like override or take over their channel, but it is something that would complement something that they're reading and they just don't see it and I'm seeing it. So I would love to see if there's something that she's seeing in this reading that I'm not seeing right now. Ease, that's what I want. Yeah, that's the thing, is that you want something that's just effortless, you know? I think you've just been through so much where you're just like, look, it's not easy, and I don't feel like you're really interested, or I feel like I have to pull for your attention and struggle to get it. I'm gonna, first of all, that's a red flag, but I'm gonna become disinterested. I'm not gonna want to be with someone like that. Like, been there, done that, enough of that. Exactly. Like, think of how much stress and energy and focus you put into this situation with him. For what? For what? So I definitely see you breaking free. Let's see why the Ten of Pentacles is here. So I was seeing for a little while, I was seeing you just kind of having fun and doing your own thing and not really focus too much on like the seriousness of a commitment, having a boyfriend or having a relationship. But I do think ultimately in the end, that's what you want. That may not be your focus right now. That may not be your priority 3 months from now. But over the next couple of months, I am seeing like you still having that in the back of your mind, that desire for a relationship. And so like, you know that that's the end goal, right? You know that that's what you want in the end. And I think that as long as you can maintain that very objective, let me not put my emotions into this as much as maybe I did before. Let me treat this as stoically as I possibly can. I think that's really going to help you and benefit you and help you like weed out and filter out all the people that are bad seeds, you know? So just try to be that queen shit energy. Try to be that person that is very adamant and persistent about what it is that she wants, and do not settle. And I feel like you'll get there so much faster. You said, I will show her. It was random when she showed me. Luna, that's what happened to me too. I just keep quiet. Yeah, I'm not doing the same shit I did with Jay at all. No, because Eliana, your energy is so... You come in here, and I gotta say, it's always been this way with you. But you know your worth. And I find that like a lot of times people come in here, it's like they're valuable and they're precious, and I can see that. But unfortunately, a lot of times they don't see it themselves. And I struggle with that because I want them to know how important they are and how they shouldn't be like dealing with these like bottom feeders, you know, like they're crying over a situation that's just like beneath them. And it breaks my heart, but I can't make them see that. I can help them, assist them to get to that point, but I can't force them to see something that I can see very clearly until they're ready to see it. But with you, Eliana, I've always seen that you take things for what they are, you see things for what they are. You may be upset or disappointed or feel let down, but you don't let it get you down and keep you down. And that's something I can just honestly say about you that I've noticed. I'm sure there's a lot of other people that I felt that way that come to me for readings, but you're one of them. And I think that as long as you can keep that going, that a very like objective, decisive, opinionated, you know your worth, and you continue to keep your eyes on that, I think you're going to be fine in your love life. I understand that the relationship's the long-term goal. Am I seeing that in May or by May? No, not necessarily, but I feel like it could happen this year. I really do. But I feel like right now it's just a journey getting back to yourself here. You're just kind of trying to figure out, it's not even figuring out what you want. That's incorrect. It's more like sorting through it all and filtering out the bad seeds, so to speak. Yes, I've been focused so much on business and paying debt, self-care, for sure. Did any of this prompt a yes or no question for you that you'd like to ask? You accept the truth easily. Yeah. Yes, exactly. You do. You allow for the information to come through for you, and you accept it. Maybe you're like, I don't want to hear this, but yeah. Like, and that's how I feel being a reader. I'm like, just tell me. Just give me the blunt, honest truth. Like, I just want to know, is this going to happen? Is this not going to happen? High Priestess says, I totally felt that message being a reader. For sure. It's great to see people like actually taking in the message because they know their worth and come back and always with better energy. You worded that so perfectly with 200 characters or less. I feel that. I love when I see people coming in with a new energy and building that self-esteem more and more and more. So I completely feel what you have to say, High Priestess. Is the same thing. And I like when people don't fight the message. I like when people don't resist the message, because the thing is that this may be something you don't understand right now, but in 6 months you might come back to this reading and go, holy shit, I get it. It's clicking for me. I understand that. And that's all I want. I want it for it to resonate for you, of course, right now. But if it doesn't, I want you to still be willing to take the message, and then seeing how much your life has changed and seeing how much that message meant to you even like 2 months down the road. Oh, you're welcome, Eliana. Well, hopefully, if you do this again at some point, we can get you something different. How about we make this deal, Eliana? How about if you do this again and you come in for a prize and it's a yes or no reading, I'll give you the choice to switch it out one time to see if you can get something else. Like, let's just say you get a yes or no reading again. So I'll just give you that choice. I'll let that happen because you're, a regular. And I don't want you to have to keep forfeiting the same prize over and over again. So hopefully next time you get something different. But if you don't, I'll just honor a swap. Thank you so much again for your donation, Eliana. We are going to move on to the High Priestess. You're doing great, Eliana. Keep it going. I love the reading. Thank you so much. You're welcome. I feel like once you accept things for what they are, it makes things easier, especially to move on from bad situations. It's very true. And I notice where there's resistance, then there's no growth. Message. I haven't thought that deeply into what I just said in regards to like other circumstances, but I do feel like if you're trying to resist the message, then you're resisting growing, and therefore you're just going to keep staying in the same place, you know? I am going to refresh my screen because it's looking kind of blurry. I'll be right back. Oh, you're welcome, Eliana. Well, if you get stuck with a yes or no question somehow, like let's just say you get a yes or no question next time and then you swap it for a new one and you get a yes or no again, we'll just do this. I'll just figure out a way to prompt a yes or no question for you to make it be valuable for you. Because I get it. Yes or no questions are hard to kind of think of, I feel. Okay, so that's fine. High Priestess, take your time. Tara Lynn, all we need from you is to pick your prize. So you're going to pick a row A, B, or C, and then you're going to pick a number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. So for example, this would be A4, B2, C5. Let me know which box you would like and the coordinates. Is every $15 donation today gets a guaranteed mystery box prize. Eliana says, ooh, Luna, I love that. Where there's resistance, there's no growth. That was the message. Woo, I love it. Let me write that down. Thank you, Spirit. These wise messages aren't from me, by the way. I know they're from Spirit channeling through me. I don't feel like I have that innate wisdom. I just feel like I get it from somewhere. Oh my goodness. But thank you, Eliana, for putting that into the correct, you know what I was trying to say. So thank you. All right. So Tara Lynn is going to choose a box. High Priestess says, how do you see the ex-husband moving toward me now that he saw the way I handle myself in family court? Okay. So Tara Lynn picked C5. So C5. So this is the prize that Tara Lynn's going to get in addition to her donation. An Oracle 3-card pool. Okay. So what this means is that I will pull 3 extra Oracle cards for you. To give you kind of like a mini 3-card reading to kind of clarify a question that you had. So, Tara Lynn, for the $15 donation that you made, you can ask up to 2 questions. So let me know if you have 1 question or 2. It will be 10 cards total. So I can answer 1 question with 10 tarot cards. Or I can answer 2 questions, 5 cards each. Let me know if you have 1 or 2 questions for the donation that you made. Okay. So Tara Lynn, you're going to do 1 and it'll be 10 cards. If you change your mind, let me know. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and move on to High Priestess, who wants to know about her husband. Oh, sorry, ex-husband. Oh, geez. Ex-husband. How do you see the ex-husband moving towards High Priestess now that he saw how she handled herself in court? So, High Priestess, I'm going to answer this question with 10 cards, and then we're going to add some oracle into it, okay? For your prize. He's still the husband technically, but in my mind, he's the ex. Okay, I gotcha. How do you see the ex-husband moving toward High Priestess now that he saw the way she handled herself in family courts? Bro, this guy's a bit toxic. I feel like they're a bit selfish, a bit self-centered. Maybe all of those words resonate for you for this person, but at least one of them should, because that's what I'm pulling from these cards. We have the Devil. That's definitely a very self-motivated type of person where they pretty much only think of what it is they want, their desires. They're not necessarily considering other people in the decisions that they make, the actions that they take. And considering the Devil is here, I do feel like this person still has this mindset, unfortunately. It's almost as if their ego could be bruised. It seems like they're perceiving you to have handled yourself very well during this engagement with the courts. He's an idiot. And I feel like now they feel inadequate to you. And so there's a mark of possible jealousy in the way that you carried yourself, but also in like there's almost like this a little bit of anger or something, because yeah, I don't know. There's just something here. It's negative. I don't think that they're like evil, but they're toxic. Like I feel like they're unhappy or unsatisfied with the way that things went. I don't think they're willing to show you that. The Emperor is very stoic. You said he sounded so dumb in court and we're both pros. I'm gonna crush him. Oh my gosh, you're so funny. So yeah, he has a very self-centered mindset when it comes to how this all went down, and he's very much like, woe is me. Here he could be very prone to self-pity. So I do feel like if this doesn't go his way, he's gonna be like very down in the dumps and might even ask you to have pity on him or to go easy on him. If he feels like this isn't going in his favor, he might even try to victimize himself a little bit. That's what I'm getting. Let me pull some more cards here. He's struggling to see your side. The Hanged Man is here, which encourages someone to have a different perspective. But I feel like he may be struggling with this because the Hanged Man also talks about needing to make sacrifices. So he could feel like he's either, I mean, it could be like he feels like he's paying a lot of money for something that he doesn't feel like he should be doing, or maybe not as much money. there could be court fees he's angry about. He could be confused as to why you're even putting him in this position. This is something that you decided on, right? This isn't something that he decided to go to court for. You decided this. He has some negativity in regards to you, putting him through this, okay? But the thing is that I think interestingly enough, he still has hope for y'all's marriage. Like he's not ready for this to be over. And he thinks that this fight is unnecessary, is what I'm hearing. Oh, damn. So he does feel like he wasted money. Okay. Yeah, he feels like he doesn't like that you guys are having to go through this, because he feels like it's unnecessary, that it's a waste. I personally feel like he feels he still has a chance with you, High Priestess, and or he still wants to make this work. We have the Hierophant, the Knight of Cups, and the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which talks about feeling like you guys are still a family. He still has romantic feelings towards you, and he is feeling a loss here. Oh my gosh, more at the bottom of the deck, we have the Empress and the Ten of Cups. So he's wanting to come back together with you, is what it seems. He could be delusional, yes. For sure. He could be delusional. But he almost feels like you were the woman for him. No matter what he did to ruin this connection with you, he does feel like you were the end all be all for him. And he's kind of, I kind of feel like he's either, if this was his decision to separate from you, he's regretting it and he wants to win you back. And if this was your decision, he's upset that he's in this place with you because he feels like your marriage is still worth fighting for. He cheated on me and wanted to take our daughter away from me to start a relationship. Yeah, he has a lot of regrets for sure. And this does talk a lot about just not considering other people's feelings in their actions. Remember, I mentioned that. I touched on it a little bit at the beginning of the reading. That would definitely be an archetype of someone cheating, not considering your feelings, just doing what they want and being self-focused on what they want and self-motivated. And then realizing maybe like later on that he regrets this. I feel like he's feeling a regret in his decision. Let's get some Moonology messages here. How is he feeling? Oh, denial. I'm hearing he's in denial. There's truth that he doesn't want to see. There's truth that he doesn't want to see. Thank you, Spirit. For sure. I want to take your chances with someone new rather than go back to that situation, right? Because been there, done that. Messages regarding their connection, please. Messages regarding their connection, please. So he wants to kind of take a beat. I feel like he doesn't want to really jump into the situation with you. Like, what am I trying to say? He doesn't want to keep this, whatever you guys had going on in family court, he wants to kind of put a pause in that. He wants to meditate and contemplate. He wants to take a second really quickly and just see if there's anything that you guys can work out outside of court or something like that. I feel like this is a mess of his own making, I feel like there is regret associated with it, and I feel like things are moving very quickly. We have the swords here, that things are happening that he wasn't prepared for. Now, for you, I think it's great. I think that he definitely feels like you have the upper hand in this. And I feel like you feel like you're reclaiming some of that power and some of that in which he took from you. You are feeling more confident here. We have you are good enough, but I'm also viewing this kind of like the Empress card. They're very similar with like the headdresses, the ladies of nature, things like that. And I think he's now realizing, oh shit, I fucked up. I fucked up. So even if he's still with this other person, I don't know if he is or not, I think he's definitely regretting feeling like he's broken this up, and he wishes he had seen your value when he was still with you. He wishes he still saw your value when he was still with you. Now, keep in mind, it could get more heated than this. You guys could be getting into more conflict, or more like fiery situations are happening, because we have a fiery climax approaches. So I feel like whatever happens from here on out could leave you guys on not so great terms, because I think his pride is wounded, and I feel like yours is too. And so you guys are not seeing eye to eye right now. So just know that it could get worse. I hope it doesn't. Spirit is saying, try to balance your spirit with your practicality. Try to balance the two if you can, but just keep in mind that some things might be released. Okay, things could get worse before they get better. All right, you're welcome, High Priestess. Thank you for your donation. We are going to move on to Terry. Terry, I am ready for your question whenever you are. We are going to do a last call for, this should be over here, a last call for donations. I have Valentine's Day plans with my fiance. So, we're going to go ahead and just do a last call. Uh-oh, he would be petty to stay relevant. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he's got that devil, you know what I mean? His pride is wounded, and I feel like he would just try to do what he can, exactly like you said, to stay relevant, to make himself feel better. I'm so glad you were here, High Priestess. I know you said you almost missed me again. So thank you for coming back, and thank you again for donating to my channel. I appreciate it. Okay, so Terry, just to confirm, we are answering this question for you with 10 cards. And then we're gonna add 3 oracles to it, because you won that prize. If you can confirm that for me, that would be really great. What are Michael C's, okay, perfect. What are Michael C's current feelings towards Terry, please? Michael C's current feelings. What are Michael C's current feelings towards Terry? Oh my goodness. It looks like I'm going a little blurry again, so let me refresh my stream. Okay, so I should look a little better now, hopefully. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you have quite a bit of water coming through. You also have the Hanged Man and the Death card. So I feel as though this person... Oh, okay, their feelings are growing for you. That's the one thing I'm seeing very clearly. I almost feel like they're trying to transition out of this... it's like stagnant, but I feel like that's not the word exactly. Oh, okay. So let me describe it. If you don't feel like your relationship has been moving forward, like you kind of feel like you kind of feel something with this person, but like you're not really seeing much progress, or even you don't know where this is going, something along those lines. It is feeling like he's trying to change that dynamic within your connection as his feelings start to grow for you. Oh, a standstill. That's what I was thinking. A standstill. Not stagnant. I mean, I guess that's the same thing, similar things, but that's not the word that I was trying to find. I feel like his feelings for you are romantic in nature. I feel like he's looking for emotional growth with you, where his feelings and his emotions and his needs are met. The Ace of Water in the center of the reading talks about falling in love and the surgence of a relationship or connection. And so he could be feeling like he is having feelings that are very overwhelming and strong for him. When it comes to you, he's feeling a bit overwhelmed. And it seems like every single day, those feelings do get stronger for you. He's trying to open up his heart to the connection. Sorry, spirit comes through a lot when I'm doing readings with you guys, and I always have to write some stuff down. It's just like, it's our relationship with each other. So, let's see. I feel like he could be seeking advice in regards to you from other people on what to do and how to go about this. He said, loving the blue contrast. You have a lot of blues. A lot. You have one green over here, but as we all know, blues has to do with the chakra, and so it's like he's coming to a head of wanting to express these things to you, and he could be going to other people to figure out or bounce ideas or confide in other people around him to figure out what he should do in this situation. So this could also be like showing a balancing within his chakra of his throat chakra to be able to actually communicate these things to you. I feel like his main thing is that he doesn't want to feel emotions. He wants to take his time to carefully review everything, think through everything wisely. His feelings for you also, he's curious what you think about him. That's like one thing that I'm getting pretty strongly here. He's wanting to know what your thoughts are, what your intentions are. We have the Six of Water underneath the Ace of Water. So what I'm getting from that is you may remind him of someone that he's known before. That could be why he's a little bit hesitant. No, that's an interpretation. But another thing is he feels like he's known you forever. Like he feels like he's known you for a long time. I think that he's scared. The ego is here, which means that he's having a hard time trying to let go of expectations and attachments when it comes to this connection for the two of you. He's having a hard time moving past his fears and becoming more courageous and bold in the connection to maybe actually be outspoken. You said you feel the same way. What I love is that the release is over the ego. So ego is attachment, and then we have the death card, which is release. So basically we're releasing negative attachments, negative associations, fear-based mentalities, limiting beliefs. He is trying to move through that. So the main theme that I am seeing here is progress. Whether you can see it tangibly, it's something you can reach out and touch, or not, I'm seeing progress in his thought process. So he is moving forward. He is trying to release the things that may be holding him back from pursuing you in this connection in the way that he wants to. He wants to challenge himself. The main thing is this person's a very patient person. And I think that that's actually such an honorable trait. It's an amazing attribute of someone is to be patient, because I feel like that means that they know what's good and they're willing to wait for it. They aren't just rushing into impulsive decisions that satisfy their needs and desires in that moment, that they're really willing to just cherish things. It is. I agree. I totally agree with that. It's just so beautiful. And so with that, I'm going to pull a couple oracle cards for you, but I do want you to know that like patience is such a virtue, and I feel like with him he's very patient, he's very kind. And there's obviously a lot of overwhelming emotions that he's feeling for you here with all the cups. There's a lot of overflowing feelings. I feel like it's hard for him to keep things bottled up, is what he's saying. Like, I can't really keep my feelings bottled up much longer. My cup is about to overfill. Okay, so let's pull some cards for you, Oracle. All right, guys, so that was the last call. I don't think anyone else came in. If you did donate and I just happened to miss it, please talk to me in the chat and let me know. But I'm pretty sure that was it for donations for the day. So I'm going to go ahead and close my list while we finish and wrap up Tara Lynn's reading. All right, so let's pull a couple cards. I'm trying to think, what do I want to pull for you? Feelings. Okay, let's pull the Lover's Oracle. Soulmate. So he's feeling like you guys are soulmates. He's trying to manifest you. It says your soulmate is already with you. Believe this and they will manifest. Two more, please, for this connection. Thank you. Give thanks for the blessings of your love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. So it's making me feel like you are something that he desires to have, desires to be with. And it's making me feel like he has confidence that this is going to start to come his way or go his way, that you guys are going to start to come together here. One more card. One more message, please, Spirit, regarding this connection. One more. Fetus, have a great day. Thank you so much for hanging out. And then we have Secret Admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. All right, I'm going to actually flip over the back because the images are really beautiful too. So that way you can see those. There we go. So that is what I've got for you, Terry. Thank you so much. So one last thing I want to wrap up your reading with. It says, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. So he is having trouble He is having trouble battling between his heart and his mind. Yeah. Sorry, my words are getting a little tongue-tied. Maybe he's a little tongue-tied around you. I don't know. But it's making me feel like he's having like a battle between what his head wants to do and what his heart wants to do, so to speak. And it's saying, if you could do anything, what would it be? And I feel like this is him saying, like, I want to act on these impulses. I know that there's things that I want to do, and I know that this connection, I want to handle it a certain way. And like, it's him just kind of almost like climactically coming to the realization that moves need to be made. So he's kind of right there on the edge. So that's what I've got for you, Tara Lynn. Thank you again. All right, y'all. So that is it for me. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Good. I'm so glad you liked this reading. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your Valentine's Day, whoever you're spending that with. And keep in mind, if you're spending it with yourself, give yourself some love, give yourself some takeout, take a nice relaxing bath, maybe do a face mask, get yourself some flowers. You don't need someone else to do that for you. You can do it for yourself. But if you are spending it with other people, I hope you have a great, lovely rest of your Valentine's Day. I will be back tomorrow. Bye.